Hi friends, I am Chef. So today we are going to be making Nigeria smoky jollof rice, and here is our ingredients. So we have our onions, our garlic, and our ginger, which will serve as our aromatic tomato puree. I'm going to put the caption below on how to get this. Then we go in with our rice, Nigerian rice. This is Nigerian rice. Then we move in with our vegetable oil. These are vegetable oil. Then we go in with our tomato paste. These are tomato paste. Then these are our dry herbs. We have rosemary, thyme, and bay leaf. Then this is our seasoning powder, which is beef seasoning with salt. And this is our paprika for that color taste, and curry powder. So we are dicing our onions, but while we dice our onions, I'm going to tell you a little thing about clay pots. When you're using your clay pot, you don't heat the pot first. You go in with an ingredient or let me use the word an ingredient first before you on the light on your clay pot. This is to avoid your clay pot from cracking, because clay pots are very let me use that word. They are tender, they can break easily, so you need to follow the rules. And another thing, before we start using this clay pot, we've seasoned the clay pot, and I'm going to drop the video on how to season your clay pot so you can learn how to season the clay pot. This will help you to have your clay pot in the right position so your clay pot can last long. Okay, so we are starting to prepare our smoky jollof rice. And like I said while I was prepping, clay pots are very sensitive. Let me use the word sensitive. You come in with your vegetable oil first. You notice I didn't on the clay pot. I had to put something in the clay pot first before I on it. This is the reason, because you don't want your clay pot to get hot. It can get cracked, so you have to manage the temperature. You let it get hot a little bit. Then for clay pots, you can't let the oil to be too hot. You have to just let it hot just a little, because you don't want to have a sudden change in the temperature of your clay pot. So we go in with our onions, garlic, and our ginger. While we wait for our onions to get to golden brown, I'm trying to achieve golden brown here. I'm going to start steaming our chicken on our other clay pots. Like I said earlier, you have to put in whatever you're cooking first before you on this clay pot. You don't want to change the temperature all of a sudden. So we are going in with our marinated chicken. That's the protein for our smoky jollof rice. Then we cover and allow to cook on low heat. Lower your heat. When you're cooking with clay pots, you can't cook with high heat at all. You need to have a particular heat throughout so that you don't break your pot. So you just keep stirring your onions. In fact, I enjoy sauteing my onions on a clay pot because it takes it very slow, and it will give you that brown onions, and the onions won't get burnt at all. But you have to be patient. This will take like 10 to 15 minutes max. Friends, one thing with clay pots is that if you do not have patience, you will learn patience from clay pots. We had to cut that video for like 5 minutes to allow the clay pot to get hot so that the tomato as the vegetable oil and the onions can start frying. It takes time. You need a lot of patience to get the temperature of the clay pot. So you keep stirring till you have a golden brown, because like I said, your onions are your aromatic. You need to infuse the flavor of this, the sweetness of onions, into this vegetable oil. Okay friends, you can see that it's already giving that golden brown look. The onions is already getting brown. It's already getting brown. So we'll go in with our dry herbs. And the reason why we're going with our dry herbs is because it takes longer to infuse into the oil, and you have to take it easy. You don't go in with too much. Rosemary is just little, because they can also go bitter when they are excess. So we're going with our rosemary, thyme and bay leaf first, because they are dry herbs, so that they can have time to infuse into the oil or into the food on time. So you can see that our onions is already golden brown at this point. So we keep stirring. Then we go in with our tomato paste. This is our tomato paste. We're going with our tomato paste. So guys, you'll be wondering why is everything small. It's because we are just making only 2 cups of rice. 2 cups of rice. So this recipe is unique to 2 cups of rice. So we're going with our tomato paste and we stir. We stir and stir. Now tomato paste is optional anyway. That's if your tomato puree, that is your jollof mix, is well prepared, you can do away with tomato paste. My jollof mix is well prepared, very red, but because of this video I still have to put tomato paste, but you can do away with tomato paste. So the aroma is already everywhere anyway guys. So at this junction our tomato paste is well fried, so we are going in with our jollof mix. And we stir. So we cover and allow to fry. Oh no. So we're going to go in with our seasoning cube and salt, paprika and curry, and we give it a good stir. It's already stewing, actually the stew is stewing. So we are going in with our boiled water. Anyway, it's an infused water, so that people know say what kind of dirty water is this. It's infused water. So we're going with our water and we give that a good stir. You can see it's still giving that stew texture, not too light and not too thick. Then you cover and allow it to come to a boil. So guys, we are going in with our cooked rice. So bye aveda rice wa 34C. Yenzu muna so musa chinkafa the muwonke. Nache muwonke shio. But if you reach your turn, no wash am. Put am like that, no problem. You go dey alright last. So we are adding our rice. So you just stir a little. You don't want to over stir so that it won't get burnt. Then we cover and allow to cook on low heat for at least an hour. But this rice is small, maybe 40 minutes is fine. So we'll come back in the next 40 minutes. So we are checking our chicken. I think our chicken is steamed, fully cooked. Oh, but no, that's fine. Now we are going to fry it in the same pot. All I did was to just remove the stock from the broth from the chicken, and I'm going to fry it. And I also did not allow the oil to get hot before I put the chicken. Don't worry, it won't soak oil. You know, go soak oil, yeah? So we are going to fry it now. Still on low heat. Ooh. Okay, so at this junction, we are going to give it a good stir. Jollof rice ready. Jollof rice ready. Jollof rice is almost ready. So one way you can cook your jollof rice without getting burned is to use clay pot. You know, go burn your rice, and it will still give you that smoky jollof rice anyway. So this is a little bit hard. We're still going to let it what? Cook. Let's check our jollof rice. Woo! It's so hot. Our rice is ready. It's jollofing. Oh, now this junction, our jollof rice is ready. Can you hear the papas pass? Ah, smoky. Mm. Mm. So the jollof rice is ready and it's smoky. It's giving. So we'll just off it and wait for our chicken. You know you are in a hurry. Don't use clay pot though. If not, hunger go fire HOH. If you know you want to cook and gossip, you can fry on a clay pot. It takes a lot of time and patience. This will actually test your patience, but you just need to give it that time. It's definitely going to fry actually, and that's what we have here. So we are just going to take it to our jollof rice and we'll serve our food and we are done for the day. Okay, so our jollof rice is ready. Ready.